Alright guys, Andrew Community Ray back with another video. Today, I'm going to be discussing some major issues with Phasmophobia as of recent that still have yet to be fixed. I'm surprised they have not been fixed because, well, this is Kinetic Games, this isn't EA, so I mean, I'm really surprised that these issues remain unaddressed and unfixed. Which is kind of concerning. These have been issues pretty much ever since the character customization update came out, which was on May 5th, I believe. It was May 5th, yeah. And these have been ongoing issues that remain unfixed. Almost 3.5 weeks later, getting close to a whole month later, because it's almost June now. And these issues still have remained unaddressed, which is really, or unaddressed, not undressed. What am I saying anyway, guys? These issues remain unaddressed and unfixed, and it's really concerning me that the developers, Kinetic Games, have not fixed them yet. It is giving me concern for the game's health and for the game's future, because I love this game. I do. I really, really, really love this game. Ever since I started playing it, I love it. It's one of my favorite games. It terrifies the shit out of me sometimes, but that's the whole nature of this game. It's supposed to be scary. But anyway, some of the major issues, I will go ahead and show you guys a few and actually showcase them. All right. So number one. Ever since I'm so surprised that this has not been tuned out or even fixed, even close to being fixed. Like, this is still an issue, and I'm surprised it has not been fixed. I don't think this is how human legs work. Just saying. I mean, unless my dude has no legs, then it would make sense, but, I think he has bones. I'm just saying, like, this does not make any sense, and it's kind of ridiculous. Now, one of the other major bugs, and I think this is in correlation, it's not really major, it's more of a visual bug, but it's still a bug nonetheless. The human anatomy is, like, really bad. They really need to tune it out and make it less noticeable, because it is atrocious. I love some of the new animations, I do, but the animations, a lot of people are criticizing it because the game feels more janky, and I do have to agree with that, like, even more janky than what it was, because jankiness is a charm in certain games, and Phasmophobia is definitely one of those games that is janky, but it's a charm. It's not like something that people hate. What people love about this game, and myself included, is the mystery of the game. You go in as Ghost Hunter, Paranormal Activities, oh my god. Paranormal Ghost Investigators, there you go. You go into a place, and you look for evidence, and you try to figure out what ghost type you're dealing with. And here's the thing with them adding new ghost types. The journal is also really small. This is another issue I'm going to get to in a moment. But if you go to the ghost types, Phasmophobia released back in 2020, 6 years ago. Actually, no, not quite 6 years ago. It'd be 6 years in September. But, it's been about 5.5 now. And when the game first released, there was 12 ghost types. 12 ghost types, which was still, variety. It was still, pretty cool, and it was jam-packed with different ghost types and different ghost abilities, because each ghost has a different ghost ability. I've talked about this numerous times, but I'll go ahead and save my breath, because I'm pretty sure you guys already know about this. But there's never going to be a time in which that you're going to go into a ghost investigation and you're going to have there's never two same investigations, because one investigation you might have a very aggressive demon that will give you tons of activity, and it will hunt you a lot because its ability relies heavily on sound, and it has a bunch of... It's really aggressive. It hunts you very often. Even at 100% sanity, which is borderline overpowered, and it can cut you off guard. Another example of overpowered ghost types is the new Cormos ghost type. This is a newer ghost type that can literally hear you from almost the entire map, unless you're on bigger maps like high school, asylum, prison. Those are the exceptions. But if you're on smaller maps like Tanglewood, Edgefield, it can pretty much hear you across the entire map. So you can be in the basement of Edgefield, and the ghost room can be upstairs on the second floor because it's a 3-story house, but it can still hear you because of its 32-meter terror radius. That it can hear you running, but even walking, it can hear you from like, I want to say like 16 meters, which is like half of that. And then like when you're crouching, it can still hear you from like 8 meters or something like that, which is still like very, very powerful. So like if you're crouch walking, it can still hear you, which is just insane. And I don't think any other ghost type can actually hear you unless you're running. But the Cormos is one of the other ghost types that are just borderline overpowered if you don't know how it works. But that is one of the biggest things I love about Phasmophobia, and unfortunately, right now the game is in a bit of a pickle, and I hate to see it that way because I love this fucking game, and to see it in such a buggy state, I guess, is the polite way to say it, is not good. It does not. It has me like a very what's the word? It has me on edge for the game's future, I guess. There we go. Like, I just don't like how Kinetic Games has not fixed these or even addressed these issues. But one of the bigger issues, again, this is a visual glitch, and I'm surprised they have not fixed it, is this texture bug. This texture bug right here that goes along this entire wall. It goes all the way over there, as you can see. And it remains unfixed. And I think this is in direct correlation to the Alan Wake event that's currently going on still. I think it like ends in like 2 or 3 days. Let me check. If you go right here, 2 days, 2 hours, and 5 minutes. Actually, no, 50 minutes. So yeah, that's when the Alan Wake event actually ends. So yeah, it's in direct correlation to the Alan Wake event. So if you enter the game right now, you will see this texture bug, and I would think it's I think no matter what your platform is. So if you're on PC, PlayStation, which I'm on PlayStation 5, or Xbox One, or not Xbox One, Xbox Series X or Series S, you will see this texture bug. So yeah, that's not good. That's not good at all, and I hope they address this soon. Now a huge bug, and I am very surprised they have not fixed this yet, and it's very, very scary. Again, this video is more so of showcasing bugs rather than actually doing investigations, but this one I'm going to have to actually go to an investigation and actually go specifically to Tanglewood Drive. I am so surprised that they have not fixed this bug, and I want to show you guys right now.
Alright, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation. Nothing to report, but it looks like whoever was here left in a hurry.
So that means it might be an aggressive ghost. Okay, Jason Roswell, we can... If we're really going to try and be serious about this ghost investigation here, we're going to go ahead and try to do it correctly as well. Because... Well, I mean, this video is more so about the bugs and addressing them. Alright? So... I do want to try and do this thoroughly if I can. But the bug I want to showcase on Tanglewood, and I'm surprised they have not fixed it yet. Like, I am super surprised they have not fixed this bug yet. How it's not fixed is beyond me right now. Did I drop my flashlight? I'm an idiot. Let me drop my dots right here too. Now this is a major bug, and I don't think any other map has a problem like this, but I am so surprised they have not fixed it, especially since Tanglewood 6 Tanglewood Drive has had a recent rework back in April, on April 4th, and already has a major bug. It's not good. It's actually like really bad that it already has a major bug shortly after its rework is not good. And I'm surprised it's not fixed yet. Is that everything? Let me check. I don't think I got Spirit Box. Nope, I didn't get Spirit Box. By the way, Spirit Box and Crucifixes are still broken. Sometimes when you activate your Spirit Box, sometimes it doesn't register your voice like it's supposed to, so you can't communicate with the ghost properly. And sometimes, with Crucifixes don't always prevent hunts like they're supposed to, which are two major bugs that remain unaddressed, and they still need to be fixed, which is not good. Not good at all. Alright, let me show you the bug real quick. I am so surprised that this is still not fixed. Now, what is the issue here, you may be asking? The basement lighting is shining through the basement floor and into the dining/kitchen area. I don't think that's normal. I do not think this is normal. Because if we look down, no, this is not normal at all. Not normal at all. Oh, Jesus Christ. We have a summoning circle. That's not good. Not good at all. That usually means that this is probably a very deadly ghost type. But yeah, basement lighting going through the basement ceiling into the dining room/living room is a major issue, and I'm surprised it remains unaddressed. It should not be an issue. Now let's try to do this investigation properly, shall we? Get video camera as well. Okay, I think this is the ghost room. I'm gonna put dots down right here. Dude, don't be starting with that, dude. Wait, EMF. EMF 4, EMF 4. Wait. Okay, EMF 4, that did not go quite to a 5. Okay, that's definitely the ghost room, though. Yikes. Yikes. Okay. I'm not going through the door. Nuh-uh, I refuse. I'm just getting my equipment. Get some UV. What? How much time do I have left? Dude, it's still early. Object thrown. It's throwing a lot of objects. This could be a poltergeist. I don't think it's orbs, so we can rule out orbs. We need some UV. UV. It's definitely close to freezing in here. Uh, Come on, you better go below that mark. Come on. I want to do a quick spirit box session. Where's the spirit box? Spirit box is over here. I think it just turned on a... Wait. MF2. Give me a sign. It didn't give me anything, dude. Dude. It's not giving me any writing either. That's the thing. That might not also be the ghost ship. I think it is, though, just because of having much activity is going through. I'm thinking, was that a door fully closing? Like, I'm kind of confused, because if that was a door fully closing, then that's instant Yuri. But I'm not seeing any ghost orbs. Wait. Yeah. That would be instant Yuri, though, if that's the case. What's my sanity at? That's about 75. Actually, no, 80. Alright. Dude. Also, it hasn't turned the breaker off. That's a giving Jin. And Jin would be EMF level 5 UV and freezing temps. Jin would be freezing temps and UV. So if we get, but it would be ghost orb though. That's the thing. I'm not seeing any ghost orb, but it has not turned the breaker off. If it's a Jin, then it never turns the breaker off. But I do not see any ghost orbs. Also, I find it funny that both Hantu and Jin are opposites, but they both have freezing temps. With the Hantu having freezing temperatures as forced evidence. But they're pretty much opposites because an Hantu never turns the breaker on. So if you have the breaker off, the Hantu never turns it on. So again, it's kind of the opposite effect of a Jin because a Jin never turns the breaker off. So... See, Jin would be MF5 UV and freezing temps, so then it wouldn't be Ghost Orb. Okay, I'm being stupid. What am I even talking about right now? So yeah, it would be Jin. I'm just being an idiot. I'm just gonna say Jin. See if I'm right. Yeah. I'm thinking it's Jen, because it's not turning off the breaker. Again, let's see if I locked in. I don't think I would have, but let's just see if I locked in there. I don't think it's a Jen, dude. I'm just gonna say right now, but I also do think it's a Jen. But every time I think it's something... Dude!
I've got some jobs ready for you.
Bro, that's like the fourth demon I've encountered in a fucking row. Are you serious? Dude, I'm glad I didn't go back in. It would have hunted me. Oh my god. Wow. That legitimately, and this is no cap when I say like this is for real, and I'm not joking to you either. This is like the fourth fucking demon I have encountered in a row. I am not joking. I am not joking. So if I went in, I would have seen ghost writing. It would have been freezing temps, and I believe UV is also the last evidence for demon. That is so. That's unreal, dude. That is completely unreal. Wow. That is literally, again, no joke. That's literally no cap on this. This is literally the fourth fucking demon I've encountered in a row. And one of the last demons I encountered actually killed me. Dude. You've got to be kidding me. That again, that legitimately has to be like the fourth demon I've encountered in a fucking row, and I'm not joking. Dude. Also, the journal's glitched. The journal's glitched as well. Also, speaking of journal, I want to talk about one of the glitches, one of the major glitches. It's not really a glitch, but it's an annoyance and it's an inconvenience. But the size of the journal now is much smaller than what it was before. And people don't like this, and I have to agree. People don't like this because it makes it harder to see things and makes it harder to read things. So whenever you're trying to go through your journal and look out for evidence and trying to figure out what ghost type you're dealing with, which is really necessary, you can't see the journal as good as you could before because of it being a bit smaller. There should be a option to have it bigger or enlarged while sacrificing the ability to see your watch. I think that is a good a counter offer, and I feel like it would make it much better. The Sanity Watch is really nice, and it really does help solo players who don't have friends or don't have any, or who prefer to play alone. Then having the Sanity Watch is really neat, and it's really nice. I will say it again. I've said this quite a few times in my last few episodes of Phasmophobia, and I will say it again. The Sanity Watch is one of the best quality of life improvements. What it does is not only shows the time of your investigation, it shows your sanity, which is this rounding radial meter around the watch that goes down depending on your sanity level, or goes up if you take sanity medicine. I can't interact with the journal. The journal is completely glitched. Dude. So now what I have to do to get rid of this glitch is I have to leave single player, and then it will reset the lobby, including the journal. So, dude, why does that need to be the case, dude? Like, it's so stupid. That surely has to be a bug issue. It's probably being fixed right now. Surely. That has to be getting fixed right now, surely. But yeah, 29 ghost types. Again, this fucker right here I seem to be getting more commonly. I don't know what it is, but demons are the most aggressive ghosts in the entire game. They can literally hunt you at 100% sanity. I'm glad I didn't go in, because if I went in, it would have more than likely hunted me, and I would have got killed. Again, that is literally, legitimately, no cap, probably the fourth demon I have encountered in a fucking row, and I am literally not capping on that. I seem to be getting demons more commonly than any other ghost type. I don't know what it is. But yeah, if I had went back in the bathroom, I would have seen UV if it interacted with the door, which it did not, unfortunately. If it interacted with anything, so yeah, the ghost orbs. Yeah, I confirmed no ghost orbs on that. So yeah, because demon is a non ghost orbs ghost. So yeah, but yeah, the issues that remain there is still there, unfortunately. The issues are the big problem, not the ghost types. The ghost types are fine, but the issues, the bugs that were encountered or were introduced with the character customization update, which was released on the 5th of this month. A lot of major issues still remain unaddressed. Two of those I cannot showcase. That being, well, I did showcase the spirit box not always working because it didn't really respond. It didn't show me getting a non-response because it usually has like a red indicator showing that you got no response, and I didn't see that. And then the other big issue, which remains unfixed, is crucifixes not always preventing hunks like they're supposed to, which is not good. I hope they fix that because that is a major problem, along with the spirit box not always working as intended as well. You can't always communicate with the ghost because of the spirit box being inconsistent and not always working. And again, same thing with the crucifix not always preventing hunts like it's supposed to. And the other major bug is the 6 Tanglewood Drive basement lighting glitch. I hope they fix these. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one, and peace out.